Hello everyone, I hope you are doing very well. So last year I made a video on how to send an email to your potential supervisor or the professor abroad to secure a graduate teaching or graduate research assistantship. Somehow many of you like this video and put many comments there. Some of my audience, they asked me to make a video on how to write a statement of purpose and also how to write a good academic resume or CV for this higher study journey. Hence I have decided that today let's talk about how to write a successful statement of purpose for getting a good response in your application package. So my friend, today is one of your another luckiest day, because today I am going to discuss about how to successfully write your statement of purpose, and which will not in general guideline like many other videos. I am telling you it will be some different, and at the end of the video I will also give you the template which you can follow to write your own statement of purpose. My friend, listen very carefully what I say. If you want to try to write a successful statement of purpose, first remember that my word I am telling you, statement of purpose is a combination of story and science. You need to make a very well mixture, both stories or you can say literature or science. It's a combination of literature and science. Okay. So in statement of purpose, I always tell people that you can start for the recommended page. I can say it's better to write in one page. You can go max 2. But many of the university you will find that they already mentioned that it should not exceed one page. In that case, you should accommodate your page very wisely. Okay, so let's go for writing a statement of purpose. I always recommend people that, and also in the example that I am going to show near, I will show you that it is always better to write the statement of purpose in 4 or 5 paragraphs. Okay, the example I will show, it's in 4 paragraphs. And during my time when I write the statement of purpose, it was also in 4 paragraph and 1 page. Okay. So for the first paragraph, how you should start? I said earlier, statement of purpose is a combination of literature and science. Most of the case, I believe if you can make a successful story, it will get the higher chance to get success. Okay. So for the first para of your statement of purpose, it shall start with a story. Okay, so you should definitely start with a story. It is better if you can start from your childhood, and this story will connect your childhood to your university journey. Okay, so this paragraph will connect your childhood to your journey to the undergrad university. This will be the first example of your first paragraph in the statement of purpose. Okay, I am going to discuss it details later. So for the second paragraph, what it will do? Okay, you went to the university, say for example studying mechanical engineering, but mechanical engineering itself a very vast area. When you went to study mechanical engineering, you found that you loved the thermal science a lot. It's a subject what is taught in mechanical engineering. Thermal side of the mechanical engineering you loved a lot, and you decided that you will go for your higher study like masters or PhD in this thermal science. Okay, so in the second paragraph you will tell how you are able to generate love and passion to thermal science or thermal engineering among many other subjects that is taught in mechanical engineering. Okay, so in the second paragraph you are telling among many other subjects taught in mechanical engineering how you are able to generate your love and passion for a specific subject. Ladies and gentlemen, remember we are trying to make a very outstanding plot, thinking in mind that our applicant is going to pursue his PhD or masters in thermal science, for example. Okay, so he is making a good plot how he came up with going for doing his research in masters in PhD in thermal science. So in the second paragraph, what we said, we already entered to the undergrad university and we are going through many courses in mechanical engineering. Among them we are able to love one specific area, that is thermal science. And in the third paragraph Third paragraph will be something like that. Okay, you fall in love with thermal science. You are doing very good in thermal science. Now you will describe what was some of your great accomplishment in thermal science when you were in your undergrad study. You can mention that you got 4 out of 4 in all of the courses related to thermal science. That can be one example. You can also say some of the incident that in the class you are the only one student who are able to answer all of the toughest question asked by the professor, and professor are very glad by seeing your performance in this area. Or you can also say that you have done some of the project or some of the competitive model manufacture, like you made some of the model or you did some of the design competition, you win some of the design competition in this area. If you are coming from CSE background, you can say that you have participated in many of the programming contests and you got success in some of them nationally and internationally. So this sort of accomplishment you will show in the third paragraph that you have done in your desired area. And in the fourth or the closing paragraph, you will tell that after doing all this achievement, now it is your dream to gain more knowledge in this area. What is this? Thermal science. You want to get more knowledge in thermal engineering or thermal science. Now for doing it, you need to go for higher study, and you want to go to this specific university because you found that they have a very good number of professors who are working in this area and doing some of the world class research. Okay, and you can also mention that this university has huge lab facility which will be helping me to reach my goal. And you can also add some of your long term goal in this paragraph, like you want to educate yourself and make yourself a scholar in this area, and after that you want to come back to your country and start one of your own startup in this area, which will not only help the country economic way but also help the new generation of engineers who want to enter this area. So if you study mechanical engineering, you can make a plot like this, and the example that I am going to show you later, there you will see that we will discuss about a student who studied aeronautical engineering and his favorite subject was aerodynamics, and he was planning to go or conduct his master's or PhD research in this area, and how he made his statement of purpose which brought success for him. So stay with me. In the next part of the video, I am going to discuss with you along with a real life example of a statement of purpose. Hopefully you will enjoy it. You can see a sample statement of purpose, but I want to keep some disclosure here that this is not my statement of purpose or SOP, but I used my knowledge and background and also my major that I studied to portray this statement of purpose. I believe that many of the students, those who will see my video, they will be from numerous majors. You may be from medical side, or you might be from computer science or other engineering program, but I am from aeronautical engineering and mechanical engineering background. So I will use my knowledge in this area. Hopefully you can make it or modify it as per your requirement and your major. So let's discuss about it. For the statement of purpose, I said that your first para should be starting with a story, and this story will connect to your university journey. Okay, undergrad university journey. So for the first para, I have intentionally make a character of a boy who was a little kid and who started his study, or who has started his learning process from his mother, and his learning process was like that. So let's study. A for aeroplane, B for ball, and C for cat. That is how I started my English language learning in my childhood. And alphabetically, the first word by which I started my English reading was aeroplane. So he showed a strong reason for why he has an affection for the aeroplane. So that is how he started his journey. And later he said that his mom was his first teacher, and he was very curious, what is this aeroplane? Then he asked his mother Mother, what is aeroplane? His mother tear a paper in front of him and made a paper aeroplane and throw it to fly in front of him. And he was very surprised to see this. And since then, he had a very affection for aeroplane, especially how it's fly, was the flying mechanism behind it. And his dream came true when he stood or when he secured a very competitive position in his university entrance exam, because that he was given the independence or the liberty to choose any discipline or major, and without any doubt he chose the aeronautical engineering as his future destination because of his childhood passion which he was carrying throughout these days to become knowledgeable or to become an educated person in this area about aviation or the aircraft. So it was a good platform or the background story of his journey, because of which he chose aeronautical engineering when he entered to the university. Now in the second para, he will try to make a connection between his childhood dream and his university life. So how he will do this? He has to make this connection with his undergraduate study. So let's now discuss. So during his freshman engineering program, when he started his journey at the university, because he chose aeronautical engineering program, there was a course called Introduction to Aeronautical Engineering, where he studied about basic aerodynamics. Aerodynamics is the science which describes how the airplane flies. Okay, so he was very fascinated by this subject, but he said that because it was a very beginning or initial level course, so not most of the topic was discussed. But because of his passion, he collected many books from his library and started reading it by himself. He also sometimes asked some question to his faculty members about it because of his passion. So that is how he expressed that after going to the aeronautical engineering program, he found a subject that really attracted him. What is the name of the subject? Aerodynamics. Remember, he has an intention to go for higher study in aerodynamics research area. Okay, so he's plotting a story behind it, how he actually become interested about aerodynamics. You will make your own story like this. So in the third para, in the second para, what he did, he was able to find out in the aeronautical engineering major what is actually his favorite topic or what is actually his favorite subject that attracts him. Now let's go for the third para. In the third para, he will now utilize his favorite subject to do some of the accomplishment during his undergraduate time. So what he did, he said earlier that in the freshman year, his course was very introductory level course. So there was not a scope of learning many things. But when he entered to the third year, level 3 or sophomore time, he had the exposure to many advanced course taught by some of his professor. He used to enjoy it a lot, and he asked many advanced questions in those class, which amazed his professors. And also his professor appreciated very much about his query. He was very surprised and very happy when he got 4 out of 4 in his favorite subject, aerodynamics, in his sophomore and future courses. At the same time, he decided to conduct his undergraduate thesis in this aerodynamics area, and he chose his professor very carefully, he mentioned, and his professor gave him some of the assignment during his thesis, and he was able to successfully accomplish all of them. And he said how he helped some other friends who are also working in this area with his knowledge and passion that he had in this area. At the same time, he said that how he accomplished some of his knowledge to do some of the project nationally and internationally when he was an undergraduate student. So though I didn't do any project during that time, but if you have some project, I definitely recommend you can add it here and tell how, by utilizing your passion for a specific subject, how you utilize it in real life by doing some project. You can use it here to show you are a suitable candidate to conduct research in this area in your graduate school. The main purpose of this para is to show how you used your interest in this subject to build something in real life. Okay, because once you will go for higher study and conduct some research, the main goal of this research is to serve the human being, to make it something better, to make the life of human being better in this planet. So in this para, you are showing how your interest for a subject, you utilize this to build something in real life by doing some little project. If you do, okay, try to incorporate them here. And in the third para, in the final and fourth para, you will define that what is your actually goal by doing your higher study or research in this area. For our case, our example, we are choosing aerodynamics. So you can say something like that. You have carefully noticed that in your country, there is not so much area to work in aerodynamics field, but you found that there are many students like you who have keen passion in this area. So you want to do something for aerodynamics. So what you want to do, you want to build a startup in your country where people like you or new generation engineers like you can work. But for doing this, first you have to gain a solid understanding or background in this area. For that, you thought that, or you decided that you will go for higher study in USA or Canada. After going to the higher study there, you will have the chances to get mixed with one of the best people, knowledgeable people in this area. You will learn from them. And after completing your graduate studies successfully, you will come back to your country and you will start a new company, or you will give a startup where it will not only benefit your country in an economic way, but also it will pave the way for new generation engineers to work in your company and contribute their knowledge and make them skillful. And that is how you thought that your higher study in abroad can help you. And that is how you think that this university, this department will be helpful to fulfill your dream. So these things are explained here. You can also use this route to make your own story. Like you can say that you were born in a village where natural disaster was very common. You saw how village people suffered from this natural disaster. So from that perspective, when you were a child, you always thought, or you always try to find out a way how to resolve this issue, but you didn't know. But once you grew up, you went for studying environmental engineering, which actually make you more passionate to go for higher studies, because you thought that higher study can fulfill your knowledge to do something for this ill-fated people in your village. So then you will go for higher study, do some research on this natural disaster, and you will learn how to build some structure or infrastructure which will be capable of saving those people from this natural disaster as well as their resources. And you want to implement this knowledge that you will learn during from your graduate study. So in this way, you can make the platform. And if you can do this, if you can articulate it properly, it will be something which will raise interest to your reader, and your chances of getting attention and your chances of getting admission, your chances of taking attraction from them will increase significantly. I hope you understand what I am trying to say here. I will also give the link of this document, which you can follow as your template in the description box of this video. Feel free to use it, but do not copy and paste it completely. Try to come up with your own idea and your own story. Just think and imagine you will have many story, many things that happened in your life already, what you can really present in a nice way like this. So this will be my recommendation for you. Okay. My friend, when I was writing my statement of purpose, I tried to follow a different video in YouTube, but trust me, none of them were satisfactory to me, because the way I think and the way they think, there was some difference. But I believe that a story, like as a reader, what you love to study, you love to study something which is eye catchy and which is taking your attention or attraction. Okay, so I believe if you are able to write your statement of purpose in a story basis and in a building a proper correlation with your dream and a specific goal of your higher study, this is going to bring more success for you compared to a traditional or generic statement of purpose. Okay, and in the USA, the professor and the admission committee, they carefully read your statement of purpose. So it is a huge indicator of your success in your application package. So I hope, my friend, you have got a very good idea on how to write a successful statement of purpose, and I am also putting this template for your help. You can follow it, and you can make a better one for yourself. And I wish you all the best and good luck for your higher studies journey. And I promise in future I will make video on how to write a successful resume for your application package, okay, which is also highly requested in my videos. So till then, I wish you all the best and good luck for your journey. Have a nice rest of the day.